for you. Then I will send to Pak Aris ya. No problem. I will record for you. Okay. It has been recording.
Should we start now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Today's topic is about supply chain management. So the first thing we need to know is what is supply chain. Supply chain is the flow of materials, information, money, and services from raw material suppliers through factory and warehouses to the end customers. Supply chain in an organization has to have supply chain visibility and high velocity inventory. Supply chain visibility is where an organization can see or access the data on a purchased material from supplier until the product is arrived to the organization's stock. And high velocity of inventory is like as soon as the organization receives the raw material, they make it into a product and deliver it to the customer. This will make customer more satisfied. Next. This is the generic diagram of supply chains. There are three segments in supply chains such as upstream, internal, and downstream. Upstream means sourcing from external suppliers of goods, and then internal is where packaging, assembly, and manufacturing happens, and downstream is about the distribution takes place. In this diagram, we can see there are several tier suppliers. This means that usually company has several different kind of suppliers. And then there are three flows in supply chain. The first one is material. It is about the product, raw material, and the physical products. And then usually in materials flow, there is also a reverse flow. It's like the return product from the customer. And then there's information flow. It is related to demand, shipment, and orders. And the last one is financial flow. It is talking about the payment, credit, authorization, etc. Next. Next. Supply chain management has a function to improve organization's process from acquiring material, then process it, then deliver it to the customer. There are 5 basic components of supply chain management. The first one is plan. Planning is about the strategy of supply chain in the company. And then there's source. It is when the company chooses the suppliers. And then make is manufacturing the product. And then the last one is, And then deliver is delivering the product. And the last one is return. Supply chain managers have to make responsive and flexible network for receiving the effective products. Supply chain management system is inter-organizational information system. Next.
Okay. Can you explain what is inter-organizational information system means?
Okay, so the information systems is connected with other organization, so they can reduce the cost of routine business transaction, improve the quality of the information flow, compress the cycle time involved in fulfilling business transaction, eliminate paper processing and its associated inefficiencies and costs, make the transfer and processing of information easier for users.
Okay, can you give the real examples?
It's like when you have, for example, water bottle company, and if I produce mineral water, then I need a plastic supplier. So I need to know the suppliers organization when they produce, when they will deliver the product. So we have to know how many plastic should we have to produce the amount of mineral water.
Okay. So in this case, for example, you have a company that connect to your supplier or company that connect to the governments, yeah, through
Yes.
the computer-based information system, that is inter-organizational information system. Yeah. Okay, you can continue.
Next smell. Push and model versus the pull model. This one is wait.
Okay, you can continue. Hello, any topper?
Okay, many SCM systems employ the push model. This is also known as the make to stock, and the production process begins with a forecast, which is simply an educated guess as to customer.
Okay,
But usually the push models have a higher cost than the pull model. And the pull model usually it's known as the make to order, or we known as just in time. This one will have the more efficiency in time and cost.
okay, but just in time is rather has objective to diminish or to minimize your stocks. You just make stocks according to the needs of the market, no over stocks. So you don't need uh, so many money or capitals that tied to your stocks, yeah, or your inventory. Okay, you can continue.
Next,
um, problem along the supply chain. In some cases, supply chain do not deliver product or services when and where customers need them. Supply chains could also provide poor quality product. Other than that, high inventory costs and revenue costs also become a problem. This problem lies primarily from two sources. There are uncertainties and the need to coordinate multiple activities, internal unit, and business partner. Uncertainties affect the demand forecast.
You still don't explain about the bullwhip effects. Bullwhip
Yeah, yeah.
effect. Okay.
Bullwhip effect. Yeah, there is bullwhip effect.
What is
Major
it?
challenge that manager face in setting accurate inventory level throughout the supply chain is known as the bullwhip effect. It refers to erratic shift in orders up and down the supply chain. The variable that affect customer demand can become magnified when they are viewed through the eyes of manager at each link in supply chain.
Okay, so long distribution channel or long supply chains levels can create bullwhip effects, yeah, because every change in the supply chains trying to saving the inventory, and when they create the inventory, they will make a save inventory and add more inventory or add more stocks, which is more than the market needed. If each level of inventory do that, then at the end of the supply chains, at the production of the supplier, it will be much more inventory or the stock created rather than the real demand that the underlying the transactions. That is bullwhip effect. Yeah, can you understand the concepts?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Next.
This is some point that will affect the uncertainties, competition, price, weather condition, technological development, overall economic condition, customer general confidence, and delivery time. Um, the shift in our solution to supply chains problem. Vertical integration in a business strategy in which company purchases its upstream supplier to ensure that its essential supplier are available as soon as company needs them. Some other possible solution. There are two possible solutions. The first one is using inventory to solve supply chain problem, and second one, information sharing. Using inventory to solve supply chain problem means building inventory as insurance against supply chain uncertainties is the most common solution. Holding too much or too little inventory can be very costly. To optimize and control inventories, company use just-in-time inventory system. Just-in-time system deliver the prices number of part called work in process inventory to be assembled into a finished product at precisely the right time. But the drawback, suppliers often are expected to respond instantaneously to requests. And second one, information sharing. It can be facilitated by electronic data interchange and extranet. Topic you will learn about. For example, Walmart share their data to their suppliers so that the Walmart never run out of stock.
Okay.
Electronic data interchange. AD is a
Okay.
communication
Just stop.
standard.
You say vertical integrations. Yeah. What is it? Vertical integrations. What is the differentiation with horizontal integration?
Vertical integration is a business strategy in which a company purchases its upstream supplier to ensure that its essential supplier are available as soon as the company needs them.
Okay. This is vertical or horizontal?
Vertical.
Verti- Vertical. Yeah. So in a vertical, a company which is produce newspaper, for example, can go back or go front to their supply chains. For example, they also can create uh, paper mills by themselves, or they can create or can do the printing process by themselves. This is the vertical integrations. How about horizontal integration?
Hmm. There is no vertical integration in the book.
No, the horizontal integration. What is it?
I don't know.
Okay, in horizontal integrations, you enlarge your business but still on your core business. Yeah, for example, uh, a newspaper company, they can create horizontal integration by creating other newspaper company or by creating other related media company. For example, the newspaper create television company. And this is horizontal integrations. But horizontal integration means they more making more concentration in their markets. Okay, I'll just continue.
Electronic data interchange. EDI is a communication standard that enables business partners to exchange routine documents. According to agreed upon standards such as data format, then it transmits message over the internet using a converter called translator. EDI minimizes data entry error because each entry is checked by the computer. The length of the message can be shorter and the message secure. EDI also reduce cycle time, increase productivity, enhance customer service, and minimize paper usage and storage. Business processes sometimes must be restructured to fit AD requirement. Companies might have to use several standards in order to communicate with multiple business partners. This is the comparison um, between AD and without AD.
Okay, so without AD, the business process will be more complicated. Yeah, it will be simplified by electronic data interchange, and it is also inter-organizational information system, I think, yeah, because you can connect to the other company, and the business process will be simplified by the information systems, and it will be made automatics by the information system. Okay, just continue.
Extranet. Extranet link businesses partner over the internet by providing them access to a certain area of each other's corporate intranet. Extranet enable people located outside a company to collaborate with company's internal employees. The goal is to foster collaboration between and among business partners. They make it possible for partners to perform self-service activities such as checking inventory level. There are three major types of extranet: a company and its dealer, customer, and supplier. Center on single companies, for example, FedEx, extranet. It allows customers to track the status of a delivery. It saves FedEx the cost of hiring human operation to perform the task over the phone. Second one, an industry's extranet. The major player in the industry can team up to create an extranet that will benefit all of them. For example, ANX e-business. It enables companies to collaborate effectively through a network that provides a secure global medium for B2B information exchange. It is used for organizations in aerospace, automotive, chemical, electronic, financial service, healthcare, logistics, transportation, and related industries. Joint venture and other business partnership. The partner in a joint venture use extranet as a vehicle for communication and collaboration. For example, Bank of America extranet for commercial loans. The partner involved in marketing. This loan include a lender, a loan broker, an escrow company, and a little company. Extranet connect lenders, loan application, and the loan organization, Bank of America.
Okay, so our case is about Amazon. Amazon is one of the biggest e-commerce platform in the world. Amazon goals is to provide customer with the best selection, price, and availability of products. Sometimes Amazon doesn't have the lowest price, but the delivery system of Amazon is amazing. That's why people chose Amazon over the other e-commerce platform. Because Amazon is a big company, supply chain management is important for Amazon. So they create FBA scheme or fulfillment by Amazon for the distribution. How the FBA works? Next. This is how the FBA works. First one is the seller send inventory to the Amazon warehouse, and then Amazon will receive and store their products. And then if there's customer who willing to buy the product, the Amazon will pick, pack, and slip the product. And also Amazon provides the customer service. And if there's a defective product, they can return the product. From this FBA, we will know Amazon have four main supply chain managements. There are warehouse, technology, delivery, and manufacturing. Next. Yeah, warehouse, technology, delivery, manufacturing. Next. In the warehouse, there are 5 storage with some robots who will walk to pick and pack the orders. The warehouse is usually built near the crowded area because it can make the logistic more efficient. And then next, the delivery, Amazon has Amazon Prime. It is like membership of Amazon. They have to pay their membership monthly, but the benefit is they can have the delivery fee, free delivery fee for their product. And then next, yes, this is the example of the Amazon Prime. If you're using Prime to our delivery, it is much more faster than without the Prime. And then next, about the technology. Technology is how Amazon will deliver the product. In this picture, Amazon used drone to deliver products, so the time estimation is much more faster. Next. And the last one is manufacturing, is when Amazon buy the product from the other company and gives the Amazon labels. Next. Oh, and Amazon is adopt the push strategy. As we all know that Amazon has a large warehouse everywhere in every country. That's why they use the push strategy. And Amazon used software solutions that could estimate approximate demand for products, but these tools were not always accurate. And the other goals of Amazon is to reduce its inventory levels to the minimum, but this is possible if they are using the pull strategy. Certainly, the policies of Amazon could be affected by other factors, such as the number of wholesalers in the country or the level of demand. They had to increase the number of distribution centers in order to avoid the undersupply of goods. In most cases, this organization relied on the push strategy. Well,
Ah, um, in order to improve its CRM and PRM, the management had to find a way of integrating these activities and improve the flow of information between suppliers and clients. To a great extent, this goal was achieved through the use of electronic data exchange. This system was used to transfer the information about the order directly to the supplier. When a person places an order at Amazon, this application sends a request to one of supplier, and this organization could either confirm a request or reject it when a certain product is out of stock. This interaction can be illustrated with the help of this diagram. Supplier that can confirm a request or reject it, and the system is supposed to act as an intermediary between suppliers and clients. Overall, this application is instrumental for sales automation of sales and effective interaction with clients who want to know whether Amazon has already processed their order or not. Dah.
Finish?
yes.
Okay. So in these sections, you have learned about the supply chains management. There are several concepts that are, I think, important to you to learn, and this group has made some explanations about this, even it is not 100% perfect. Yeah, the concepts that is important you have to understand is about pull system, push system, bullwhip effect, and uh, electronic data interchange, AD system, and inter-organizational information system, and also about horizontal and vertical integrations. Yeah, I have put the 4 points on the ULS, Ubaya Learning Systems. You can see the 4 points, but I see from the presentations, the material, the theory that you use is almost the same. Yeah. So I just mention the big pictures about this. Yeah. The important concept is about push systems, concept of supply chains management, bullwhip effects, electronic data interchange, inter-organizational information systems, and yeah, anything related to the supply chains concepts, yeah, and also vertical integrations and horizontal integrations. You have to understand about that concept. Any questions so far about the concepts? Anyone? Amelia, Fanny, Gita, Francisca, Pascalis? Any questions?
No.
Okay.
Ask about the case.
Yeah. If you ask about the case, then you can ask the groups. Okay.
So you said before that there are three kinds of deliveries from Amazon. The robots, the drones, and then the human delivery, the manual one. So how do they differentiate who to send the packages?
It's based on the customer who chose in the web. There are prime air and prime delivery. So for the robots, they only transfer the goods from warehouse to the transportation. However, if it is human, then they chose to prime delivery, basic prime delivery, and drone is for the prime air. And usually the prime air, if they are using drone, the goods maximum weight is 5 pounds, and it will deliver. Estimation time is 30 minutes. That's all.
Okay. Brigita, any response?
Yeah, okay. That's clear. Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions about the concepts or the cases? Any more questions about the concepts or the cases? And then I will record for you because the confirmation problem. Yeah, I don't know where is the setting for the Zooms. Uh, and I will send it to Aris, yeah, about the file. Okay. If anything you want to discuss further, you can discuss through the ULS systems. But we still have some minutes. Any more questions about the concepts? Brigita, any more questions?
Mm, Oh, how does the robot know which customer has which package to be delivered to?
Okay, this is the case questions here. The cases questions, so the groups can answer.
So when the products arrive to the Amazon's warehouse, they scan the product. The so the Amazon will give the barcode, and then it will scan by the robots, and the data will transfer to the information system. So it will record it, and then when there's a customer who purchase or orders the product, the robots will know where the product is, and also there's a route for the robots not to mistake the product where to pick and pack the product. So there's a system in each robot where to take the product.
Okay, Brigita, any comments, any response?
Yeah, that's clear. Thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Francisca, Pascalis?
No,
No? Okay, Pascalis? Okay, if no more questions, then I will end the sessions. Thank you for your coming to the Zoom sessions. Anything you don't clear, you can ask to the ULS system. Okay, thank you.
Sir,
Yeah.
for
Good.
next week, where do we find our chapter? I mean, there isn't one in our book. Should we find it in the internet?
Next week is not mine, so I cannot
Oh,
answer. You
oh,
can
okay.
you can ask to Pak Aris ya. Ask Pak Aris, ask the PJMK, because next week is not my turn. Maybe next week is maybe you can ask Pak Boni ya, Pak Boni ya, if I'm not mistaken. Pak Boni will in charge for your class.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Any more? Okay, if no more questions, then I will end the class. Thank you. And
Thank you, sir.
yeah,
Thank you,
good
sir.
morning. Okay,
Thank you,
thank you.
sir.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Please then chat for me. Okay, thank you.